Some people think that you like underage girls. What do you think?
Well, those people that don't know Robert, they don't know me. So I usually don't get into what people think about me, because all my career, even before the trial, people have had their opinions about Robert, and that's probably because it has a lot to do with me.
This story sounds too insane to be true, but in Hollywood, truth is often stranger than fiction. We're talking betrayal, power plays, and a level of corruption that could give Netflix thrillers a run for their money. R. Kelly, the once revered R&B legend turned convicted criminal, is now at the heart of a conspiracy theory so dangerous it could ignite a firestorm. His former prison cellmate has dropped allegations that are wild enough to make your jaw drop. Not only does he claim Kelly was targeted inside prison walls, but he says it wasn't just guards behind it. Nope, this story involves one of the most feared white supremacist gangs in the entire prison system, the Aryan Brotherhood. Yeah, let that sink in. According to this insider, there was a coordinated effort to shut Kelly up permanently. He claims R. Kelly's life was hanging by a thread.
Yeah, today it was the chance of R. Kelly's victims, many who have been, talking about this for years. I mean, this is allegations that have gone on for 3 decades, essentially, since he was a rising force and one of the most successful R&B stars.
Surrounded by enemies who didn't just want silence, they wanted blood. And the reason? Kelly was allegedly sitting on nuclear-level secrets about the Bureau of Prisons and even the Department of Justice. That's right, the whispers are that Kelly was getting ready to name names, expose corruption, and pull back the curtain on the very institutions holding him captive. But before he could go public, the machine moved in. Fast, if true. This isn't just about R. Kelly's downfall, it's about a deeper, darker system of silencing, surveillance, and cover-ups. And suddenly, Kelly's silence doesn't look like defeat, it looks like fear. Because when you threaten to expose the people in power, the consequences hit hard. This story sounds like a twisted Netflix original, but it's unfolding in real life. Betrayal, corruption, and cover-ups are all wrapped around one of R&B's most controversial figures. R. Kelly, locked away for decades. He now finds himself in the heart of a chilling conspiracy. His ex-cellmate has broken his silence, and the claims are nothing short of cinematic. Allegations that prison officials, even the Aryan Brotherhood, were part of a plot to shut Kelly down permanently, all because he was about to expose something massive. What exactly did R. Kelly know that made him this dangerous? According to this former inmate, Kelly had stumbled upon explosive information, proof of corruption inside the federal prison system. We're talking about misconduct, abuse, and possibly something even darker. They say isolation didn't break him, so the system allegedly turned to violence. That's when whispers of a deadly deal with the Aryan Brotherhood started. That allegedly came from the top. It wasn't just about punishing Kelly, it was about silencing him forever. And here's where things take a darker turn. Kelly was reportedly preparing to expose the people who helped orchestrate his downfall, starting with none other than Jay-Z. According to claims, Jay not only wanted Kelly out of the picture, but allegedly helped bankroll the documentary that destroyed him. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. The real danger, what insiders now call the Aaliyah files. Documents and proof that go beyond Kelly and potentially implicate some of the most powerful names in the industry. For decades, rumors swirled about the illegal marriage between Kelly and a then 15-year-old Aaliyah. But now, sources say Kelly has hard evidence, forged papers, bribery trails, and names of people who made it all happen. And if this info goes public, it could take down executives, law enforcement, and even major celebrities who looked the other way. So maybe, just maybe, this wasn't about justice at all, but about keeping buried secrets from ever being unearthed. Is this why someone wanted him silenced? Meanwhile, Kelly's legal team isn't backing down. In fact, they've taken a wild swing, reaching out to none other than Donald Trump. They're accusing prosecutors of misconduct and claiming constitutional violations. And while invoking Trump's name brings controversy on its own, Kelly's team believes he's their Hail Mary. Could Trump actually step in and pardon Kelly? And if he does, what kind of message would that send to future high-profile cases? A system weaponized, or just another celebrity escape route? And just when you thought it couldn't get weirder, here comes the confession tape. Sources say a recording exists smuggled out of prison where Kelly spills everything. Not just about himself, but about others. Big names, bigger crimes, and a possible trafficking ring that goes way beyond one man. If this tape ever surfaces, it could detonate careers, burn down reputations, and rewrite everything we think we know. But for now, the tape is still in the shadows, unconfirmed, yet terrifyingly possible. One thing is clear, the closer you look at this saga, the more dangerous it gets. Because what started as a court case may end as a scandal that scorches the very top of the entertainment world. So the question is, how far will they go to keep R. Kelly quiet? And more importantly, what will happen if he finally gets heard? This is anything but your average prison scandal. From whispers of an assassination, plot to allegations of insider corruption, and a potential secret confession. The story surrounding R. Kelly just keeps getting darker. I gave y'all 30 years of my Robert, 30 years of my career. Why me? Kelly cries out. But the most disturbing part, it might not be the alleged hit on his life, it's the systematic sabotage he claims happened long before any physical threat. In a shocking legal twist, R. Kelly's lawsuit against the Bureau of Prisons is exposing a deep rot inside the system. According to court documents, prison staff allegedly accessed his private emails, phone calls, and even visitor logs, then leaked them to none other than controversial blogger Tasha K. These weren't innocent leaks. They were calculated, aimed to humiliate him, isolate him, and keep him in a paranoid mental chokehold. Is this camera on me? Yes, it's stupid. Use your common sense. Kelly once pleaded. Whether you love him or hate him, the facts raise serious questions. These leaks reportedly included private talks with his legal team, deeply personal exchanges, and emotional confessions. And Tasha K, already infamous for her courtroom battle with Cardi B, allegedly weaponized this data to rile up her massive following and turn public opinion into a firing squad. So, was this an inside job to destroy him before he could talk, or just a fame-hungry influencer taking it too far? Either way, the damage was done. Kelly's lawyers claim he became too afraid to even trust his own defense team, and despite an internal DOJ investigation, no one was ever charged. Just swept under the rug, which brings us to the most sinister part of all, the Aryan Brotherhood connection. Yes, you heard that right. Kelly's team claims there may have been collusion between prison officials and one of the most violent prison gangs in the U.S., the Aryan Brotherhood. Isn't new to this game, they're known enforcers, feared and often used by guards to do dirty work off the books. Could they really have been tapped to silence R. Kelly permanently? According to Kelly's camp, it's not just plausible, it's probable. I have been assassinated. I have been buried alive. But I'm alive, Kelly once said. And it's not just a metaphor. His team alleges he was forcibly dosed with medication leading to a medical emergency, possibly to weaken him or set him up for something worse. Could the same system tasked with protecting inmates have been secretly plotting his elimination? If so, this is no longer just a celebrity downfall, it's a federal horror story. But the sabotage didn't stop there. According to filings, Kelly's records were accessed over 150 times by prison staff with no legal justification. Then, funneled to Tasha K, who blasted them to millions. Emails, calls, visit logs all turned into clickbait ammunition. Confidential federal documents meant to be sealed by lawyers to drag him through the court of public opinion like a spectacle. And if this happened to Kelly, who else is next? Tasha K even bragged online about having 20 to 30 pages of court docs before anyone else. Leaked motions, sealed records just handed over. The sheer scale of this alleged misconduct is jaw-dropping. Kelly's legal team calls it character assassination, a premeditated strike to wipe out any last shred of public sympathy. But this isn't just about R. Kelly anymore. It's about a corrupt system exposed, one leak at a time. This wasn't just a violation, it was a digital ambush. Tasha K's platform didn't just gossip, it broadcasted private prison details, 2 millions, and for R. Kelly, already spiraling behind bars. The leaks ignited a new wave of paranoia. Was this a sloppy mistake or a strategic play to destroy what was left of him? The lawsuit now forces the internet to face a hard question. When do clicks become crimes? Tasha's unapologetic brand of expose just might have crossed the line between entertainment and sabotage. Kelly said it himself. He's tired of the lies, the noise, the manipulation. But how did someone like Tasha get access in the first place? Was she fed this info by rogue prison officials? And if so, why haven't they been charged? The DOJ launched an investigation. Sure, but nothing's come of it. No arrests, no accountability. And that silence. It's louder than any confession. If there's a cover-up here, it's not just about Kelly, it's about shielding an entire system from exposure. Tasha may say she's just doing her job. But what happens when doing your job means weaponizing stolen information from a prison cell? Kelly's lawyers say the leaks left him terrified to even speak to his own legal team. Imagine that for your life, but afraid your every word is being funneled to the blogs. That's not just sabotage, it's psychological warfare. Even if you hate Kelly, ask yourself, if he can be silenced like this, who's next? What's even darker is the idea that this might not be a one-off. How many other inmates without the fame or the lawyers have had their private conversations stolen? How many other Tasha K's are out there, profiting off pain and calling it content? Kelly's lawsuit might be the crack in the wall. If the truth comes out in court, it could blow open the Bureau of Prisons in a way we've never seen before. And the people running the show, they know it. Let's not forget, this isn't just about Kelly's music or his scandals. This is about what he might have known, the Aaliyah files, industry secrets, the kind of dirt powerful people would do anything to bury. Was Kelly about to talk? Was that the real reason he was being sabotaged from inside? Add in whispers about the Aryan Brotherhood, a possible overdose, and a trail of leaked phone calls. And suddenly, this feels less like justice and more like a takedown. The image of Kelly, ranting about helicopters and cult rumors, went viral. But what if that wasn't madness, but desperation? What if he wasn't just paranoid? What if he was right? They said he had women chained in basements. He denied it all. But the circus around his name made him guilty before trial. And now, if his rights were actually trampled in prison, if evidence was leaked and fear was manufactured, then someone owes the public a truth they've been denied for years. This story is so insane. It sounds like something ripped straight from a Netflix crime drama. Power, betrayal, and corruption all collide in a plot twist nobody saw coming. R. Kelly, already rotting in prison for his horrific crimes, is now at the center of a new storm, one that could blow the lid off the entire justice system. His former cellmate just came forward with a jaw-dropping story, a plot to silence Kelly permanently. And it allegedly involves not just corrupt prison officials, but the violent Aryan Brotherhood. If you thought Kelly's saga was over, think again. According to this ex-inmate, Kelly was on the verge of exposing secrets so explosive, they could shake the Bureau of Prisons and DOJ to their core. We're talking about a system built to hide things, now terrified of being exposed. Behind bars, shadowy figures lurked, and according to him, Kelly's life was hanging by a thread. Why? Because what he knew could take down powerful names, and those people allegedly wanted him gone. For good. And then there's the rumor that's shaken the industry, a secret confession tape. Just the mention of it has sent waves through Hollywood and beyond. If this tape actually exists, it could tie everything together, from Kelly's personal regrets to accusations against other high-profile figures. Some say the recording names not just enablers, but participants. If that's true, it's no wonder there's a race to bury it forever. This moment is monumental, not just for Kelly's survivors, but for every victim still silenced by fear. R. Kelly is a predator, no question. But now, the story is shifting. It's not just about one man, it's about the system that built him, protected him, and may now be trying to erase him. Leaked messages, gang ties, and medical emergencies that feel too perfect to be real. If even 10% of this is true, this goes far beyond R. Kelly. It's a warning shot to anyone daring to speak out. But hold on, because R. Kelly might not be the only one about to blow the whistle. In a shocking twist, music mogul Sean Diddy Combs has reportedly already been taken into custody. What started as whispers has exploded into full-blown accusations. Money laundering, shady underground connections, and a long history of protected power. Insiders believe the industry's biggest names are finally under the microscope, and the house of cards may be coming down. These survivors fought through unimaginable horror, and their voices broke the silence. Their courage made this day possible. But just as the justice system seems to be catching up with one monster, rumors are now swirling around another legend. Jay-Z's name has allegedly surfaced in connection with multiple ongoing investigations. No charges yet, but where there's smoke, there's fire. And according to some sources, law enforcement might already be closing in. Imagine it. The biggest names in music are Kelly, Diddy, Jay-Z, all facing legal exposure at the same time. For decades, these men operated untouchable. But now, cracks are forming. Behind-the-scenes deals, secret alliances, and hidden payoffs may all be coming to light. And guess what? R. Kelly may be the one tipping the scales. The timing of recent events has people speculating that Kelly is cutting a deal, trading secrets for leniency. His legal team denies it. But something's definitely shifting. Sealed documents, sudden investigation changes, and insiders whispering that Kelly's spilling names. Is he flipping on his peers to save himself? If so, this could be catastrophic. We're talking about a domino effect that could drag more celebrities into the mud and unravel the glamorous illusion the industry has worked so hard to build. For years, R. Kelly believed fame could shield him from justice. But a jury of his peers proved otherwise. He's a serial predator who finally faced accountability. Still, with these latest developments, it's hard not to wonder what comes next, whether the rumors are real or not. One thing is clear: the music industry is shaken. Fans are nervous, executives are panicking, and everyone's asking, who's next? Is this the beginning of a long overdue reckoning, or just another scandal that'll be buried like the rest once the cameras turn off? What if the people we've idolized for decades were hiding secrets darker than we imagined? And what happens if one of them finally talks? Is R. Kelly the villain, or the unlikely key to exposing something even worse? But what do you think? Is this real justice in action, or a cover-up to protect the powerful? Are we witnessing a crumbling empire, or just another PR spin? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because we want to hear from you. One thing's for sure: the truth has a habit of crawling to the surface. But only if we keep digging. Stay sharp, stay bold, and we'll see you in the next video.